Welcome back, everybody. We're chilling out on today's show. Earlier, I wanted to show you this gorgeous jerk pork tenderloin with mango salsa. I think we need a nice drink to go with that, a nice beverage.
Sounds great.
We've got Dan and Scott. They are local bloggers, food bloggers, photography, love to cook and share their recipes. And nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
So happy to be here, Amy. Thank you.
You bet. I'm always looking for great cooks to come in the kitchen. And then two guys in the middle of you guys, nothing better. Platter Talk, that's the name of the blog.
That's correct.
So the website is?
Plattertalk.com.
All right, easy enough. So what are we making?
Well, speaking of easy, we're going to make a rhubarb slush today. As you mentioned earlier in the show, people are giving this away. That's in their gardens. It's in local farmers markets and so forth. So this recipe was introduced to me about 20 years ago, and I know that that's hard to believe because I'm only 20 years old.
Started cooking young.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got the rhubarb going.
Yep, we're going to do about 6 cups of chopped rhubarb. You just want to make sure that the rhubarb is about uniform in its
the water?
chopping.
And
Just
in
right
the
in the
water?
water. Yep.
Okay, okay.
In the pot, we've got about 1 quart of water, 4 cups of water.
Okay.
And basically what you're going to do is you're just going to soften the rhubarb. You're going to cook it until it's nice and soft.
About how long does that take?
You know, not long, Amy. If you lit it, probably about 10 minutes or
Okay,
less.
okay.
And actually, it doesn't seem, the nice thing about this recipe too is because it is so quick, it doesn't seem like it's done that quickly, but it is. So basically, you just want to soften it, and you want to continue to cut, like I said, until you
Okay.
get about 6 cups
Okay.
of rhubarb in there.
You know, it is funny because I don't use rhubarb a lot, and it's so unique, it's so pretty, it's so cheap and readily available
Yeah,
that
it really
you know
is.
it's like, besides I do a rhubarb strawberry pie, but otherwise I don't do much with it. So this is a fun one. It's for parties and entertaining in the summer. Can a lot of this be done ahead of time?
Absolutely. You actually want to, because this has to go into the freezer, of course, to freeze up. So you want to do this at least a day in advance or so. The nice thing about this as well, it's versatile. I mean, the kids like it because it's sweet and it's tart, but you can also make it into an adult beverage as well by adding a little bit of vodka, a little bit of rum to it. And it makes a very nice, refreshing summer drink. So
Awesome.
we made this recently for a party at our cottage up in Kiel. And when people came over and I said, well, we're serving rhubarb slush, they looked at me with that, sense
Are you
of,
serious?
are you serious
Yeah,
about
I'm
this?
not sure if I want it, but
But, again, it went very quickly.
There was none left. Let's put it that way.
That's a great sign.
A great
So
sign.
6 to 10 minutes, cook that until it's nice and soft. Then what are we going to do with it?
What you're going to do then is, I like to take a potato masher. I like to mash up the rhubarb itself. I like to do that because it gets all of the flavor out of it.
Okay.
And then you're going to strain it. So
Okay.
you're just going to strain it. You're going to then take the hot liquid. You'll take about 2 cups of sugar. You're going to add that to your rhubarb.
So don't throw out the
juice.
water. That
No,
we
the
drained
water
it.
is
Okay.
what you want. That's
Okay.
that's the ticket. And if you
Okay.
get a little bit of the slushy mixture or the pulp of the rhubarb, that's perfectly acceptable.
Okay,
It's
but
not
you
a
don't
problem.
want the chunks though.
You don't want the
Okay,
chunks. The
okay.
chunks will get thrown out.
Okay.
You're going to reserve the juice. You're going to
Okay.
add 2 cups of sugar to the
Okay,
juice.
okay.
And then you're going to take orange juice concentrate and lemon juice concentrate, or
Okay,
lemonade
lemonade,
concentrate.
okay.
6 ounces of each.
Okay.
So you want to get that defrosted. You're going to add that to your rhubarb liquid as well.
Okay.
You're going to stir that together. And then what you're going to do is put that into a container that can
Okay.
go into the freezer itself.
Perfect.
And you're going to freeze that. You're just going to let it go. So you're going to let it sit. I did this one yesterday. It took about 12 hours or so for it to freeze solid. And then what you'll want to do,
Pretty color, by the
It
way.
is.
Really gorgeous.
very, very simple. You're just going to then take your serving glass and you're just going to skim off your rhubarb slush. And you're going to add it to your glass. And then what you'll want to do is just make sure that you're not packing it in. You want it to be light and fluffy.
Okay.
And then you're going to add a little bit of your favorite white soda, whatever that may be.
This is really fun and just something totally different. I mean, I think people are bored with the same old beverages. Soda,
That's
bottled
right.
water.
That's right.
this
And
is-
rhubarb is typically found in pie, as you know,
Yeah.
and not a lot of other recipes that I'm aware of
Right.
that actually use rhubarb.
Fun. So then the soda goes
A
over
little
the
bit
top.
of soda over the top, and then what's always fun, oh, I hope I don't.
No, that's cool. Looks great.
What I also like to do then is if you have a stock of rhubarb left, people like to know what they're getting, right?
A little garnish.
A little garnish, a straw, and that's for you.
Really nice and refreshing. Oh, I love it. And as mentioned, you could do a little alcoholic beverage in there if you wanted.
Absolutely. Only if you wanted
so
to.
It's totally up to you. I got to try this.
We have 6 kids between us, so a little alcoholic beverage every once in a while, not a bad thing.
This is delicious. Absolutely wonderful.
really
You know,
is.
it's not too sweet either. Really nice.
It's nice and tart. It gives you that sense of summer.
I love it.
What I like is
our
our kids loved it, and as a child, I wouldn't go near rhubarb.
Yeah,
I,
true.
I ran from it.
True, really good
And,
point.
They've asked for us to make this again already.
Oh, fun. How can
It is.
people again find you guys and your recipes?
On the internet, www.plattertalk.com, or you can just type in plattertalk.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google+. So we'd love to have you join us.
All right, thanks guys.
Thank
you.
you.
Well, coming up, we're going to talk about the newest, latest in countertops. We just got one here in the kitchen and we were in love with it. So we'll tell you more coming up.